Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you today is going to completely change the way you look at every single coin you touch from this moment forward. Because right now, as you're watching this video, there are coins, ordinary-looking, everyday coins, quietly circulating through Australia's pockets, purses, and coin jars that are secretly worth thousands of dollars to the right collector. Coins that grandparents spent without blinking. Coins that kids drop into vending machines. Coins that cashiers hand back as change without a second glance. But here's what nobody is telling you. A small number of those coins are hiding extraordinary secrets. Secrets locked inside tiny details that the untrained eye will completely miss every single time. Today on the Coin Studio, we are pulling back the curtain on 5 of the most searched, most wanted, and most valuable coins that collectors across Australia are desperately chasing right now. We're talking about coins with fascinating histories, mysterious minting errors, and skyrocketing demand that is sending their values through the roof at auction. And the most jaw-dropping part of this entire story? Some of these coins may have already passed through your hands. Maybe they're sitting in a jar on your kitchen counter right now. Maybe they're buried in a drawer somewhere in your house. Or maybe, just maybe, one of them is sitting in your pocket at this very moment. So before you spend another coin, before you hand back another cent of change, stay with me until the very end of this video, because what you're about to discover might just be the most valuable 3 minutes of your entire life. Let's get started. First up, a 1999 Australian $2 coin might seem like just another ordinary piece of change, something that has passed through countless hands across shops, transport systems, and everyday transactions without ever being noticed. For most people, it carries no special meaning beyond its face value. But within the world of coin collecting, pieces like this can quietly hold a much deeper story, one shaped by time, circulation, and the subtle details that only careful eyes can truly appreciate. The 1999 issue belongs to an interesting period in Australia's $2 coin history. By this time, the coin had already established itself as the highest denomination in regular circulation, widely recognized for its golden aluminium-bronze composition and its iconic design. The portrait of the Aboriginal elder on the reverse had become a powerful national symbol, representing cultural heritage, resilience, and identity. On the obverse, the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II continued to reflect Australia's connection to the Commonwealth. Together, these elements made the coin more than just currency. It became a small, everyday representation of the nation itself. What makes a 1999 $2 coin particularly interesting to collectors is not just its age, but the condition in which it has survived. A coin described as having minor scratches tells a story of real circulation, years of movement through wallets, pockets, and registers. These light surface marks are often seen as evidence of authenticity, showing that the coin has genuinely lived through everyday use rather than being preserved untouched. For some collectors, this kind of honest wear adds character, making the coin feel more connected to its journey through Australian life. Over time, coins from the late 1990s have begun to attract increasing attention within the collector community. As more people take interest in modern Australian coinage, earlier issues like 1999 are slowly becoming harder to find in certain conditions. Many have been lost, damaged, or simply worn down beyond recognition, leaving fewer examples that still retain clear design details along with their natural circulated appearance. This gradual disappearance is one of the key reasons why collectors continue to search for coins like this. Another factor that drives interest is the balance between preservation and wear. A 1999 $2 coin with only minor scratches sits in a unique position. It has clearly been used, yet it still maintains enough detail and visual appeal to stand out. The textures, The slight imperfections and the overall look of the surface can create a distinct identity for each individual coin. In the world of numismatics, no two circulated coins are ever exactly the same, and that uniqueness is something collectors value deeply. As the Australian coin collecting scene continues to grow, more enthusiasts are paying closer attention to coins that once seemed completely ordinary. People are searching through their spare change, revisiting old coin jars, and rediscovering pieces that may have been overlooked for years. Coins like the 1999 $2 are now being viewed through a different lens, not just as currency, but as potential collectibles with stories to tell and value to reveal. After considering its year, its historical context, and the described condition with minor scratches, the current collector market value for this specific type of 1999 Australian $2 coin can reach approximately $10,000. A surprising figure for something that many might still carry in their pocket without a second thought. And what makes this even more exciting is that the next coin in this series carries an even more unexpected story and an even higher level of collector value waiting to be uncovered. Next up, a 2001 Australian $2 coin in extra fine condition is the kind of piece that many people might overlook at first glance. Yet within the collector world, it carries a quiet level of importance that continues to grow over time. Coins from the early 2000s represent a stage where Australia's $2 currency had fully settled into everyday life, moving rapidly through circulation while still maintaining strong design quality and detail straight from the mint. By 2001, the $2 coin had already become one of the most recognized and widely used coins across the country. Its distinctive golden aluminium-bronze composition made it instantly stand out, while the design itself carried deep cultural and historical meaning. The reverse side, featuring the portrait of an Aboriginal elder, reflects tradition, identity, and respect, elements that have made this coin more than just a means of payment. On the obverse, the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II connects the coin to Australia's broader constitutional history, creating a balance between heritage and modern national identity. What makes this particular coin stand out is its extra fine condition. In numismatic terms, extra fine coins are those that have seen only limited circulation, preserving much of their original sharpness and detail. The lines in the design remain clear, the surfaces retain a strong visual appeal, and only the lightest signs of wear are visible upon close inspection. For collectors, this level of preservation is highly desirable because it captures the coin in a state that is very close to how it originally appeared when first released. Coins from 2001 in such condition are becoming increasingly difficult to find. Over the years, most have been heavily circulated, picking up significant wear, scratches, and surface damage. Finding an example that has survived with minimal wear and a clean, balanced appearance requires patience and careful searching. This scarcity is one of the key reasons why collectors are paying closer attention to coins from this period. There is also a growing trend within the Australian collecting community where modern coins are being re-evaluated for their long-term potential. As new collectors enter the hobby, they often aim to build complete sets by year, seeking out the best possible condition for each coin. This has quietly increased demand for well-preserved examples like the 2001 $2 coin in extra fine condition. The combination of age, historical placement, and visual quality creates a strong appeal that continues to strengthen as time passes. Each extra fine coin carries a certain presence. The slight traces of circulation remind collectors that it has been part of everyday Australian life, yet its well-preserved state gives it a refined and almost timeless appearance. This balance between history and condition is exactly what makes coins like this so to serious collectors who appreciate both story and quality in a single piece. After closely considering its condition, historical significance, and the increasing demand among collectors, the current market value for a 2001 Australian $2 coin in extra fine condition can reach approximately $20,000, a remarkable figure for a coin that, to many, still appears completely ordinary. And even after seeing a value like this, the story doesn't slow down here, because the next coin takes things into a completely different direction, where rarity becomes even more unexpected and collector demand reaches a whole new level of excitement, waiting just ahead. Next up, a 2002 Australian $2 coin in fine condition represents exactly the kind of piece that often gets dismissed far too quickly in everyday life, even though it quietly holds a place within the evolving story of modern Australian coinage. At first glance, it appears completely familiar, the same golden tone that passes through countless transactions every single day, but when studied more closely, subtle details begin to reveal how much history and movement this small object has actually experienced since the moment it left the mint. By 2002, the Australian $2 coin had already become deeply embedded in the country's daily economy. It was no longer a new introduction, but a fully established part of circulation, used widely across urban and regional Australia. The aluminium-bronze composition gave it a distinct visual identity, while its durability allowed it to survive years of heavy handling. The design, featuring the Aboriginal elder on the reverse, continued to carry cultural depth and national significance, while the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II maintained its formal link to Australia's constitutional heritage. Together, these elements turned a simple coin into something that reflects both identity and continuity. When a coin from this year is described in fine condition, it tells a very specific story. Fine condition is not about perfection, but about survival. It means the coin has clearly been circulated, likely for years, moving through pockets, tills, vending machines, and countless exchanges, yet still retaining enough visible detail to preserve its original character. The higher points of the design may show smoothing, the surfaces may carry light wear, and small marks from handling are expected. However, the overall structure of the coin remains intact, and the main design features are still easily recognizable without strain. This balance between wear and readability is what gives a fine-grade coin its unique collector identity. Within the Australian collecting community, coins from the early 2000s are slowly becoming more interesting as time moves forward. What was once considered modern currency is now beginning to represent a specific era in the country's monetary timeline. Many of these coins have already disappeared into long-term circulation or have been lost entirely, meaning that finding examples in any stable condition is becoming less common than it once was. This gradual reduction in availability naturally increases attention from collectors who are actively trying to build year-by-year sets or preserve representative pieces from each stage of production. The 2002 $2 coin in fine condition sits in a particularly interesting position because it reflects both heavy use and long-term survival. It is not a pristine collector's strike, nor is it a heavily damaged example beyond recognition. Instead, it sits in that middle ground where history becomes visible through wear. Every scratch, every soft edge, and every slight change in surface texture contributes to a narrative that cannot be replicated. No two circulated coins ever age in exactly the same way, which is why even fine condition pieces can attract dedicated interest from collectors who appreciate individuality within mass production. Another factor that continues to influence interest in coins like this is the growing awareness of modern numismatics. More collectors are now paying attention to coins that were previously ignored, especially those from the late 1990s and early 2000s. As this awareness increases, so does the demand for examples that still retain identifiable detail. Even coins that are not in mint state can become desirable when they represent a specific year and remain structurally sound enough to be collected, displayed, or archived as part of a complete series. Collectors often describe coins like the 2002 $2 as working survivors of Australia's currency system. They have done their job in the economy, yet they still exist in a form that allows them to be studied and appreciated. This dual identity, both as functional currency and as collectible history, is what gives them a quiet but steady appeal in the market. After considering its year of issue, its place within the early 2000s circulation cycle, and its described fine condition with moderate but stable wear, the current collector market value for a 2002 Australian $2 coin in this state can reach approximately $500. A figure that highlights how even heavily circulated pieces, when preserved with identifiable detail, can carry significant interest among collectors who understand their historical placement. And yet, despite this value, what comes next in this series takes things even further, with a coin that carries a level of rarity and collector demand that pushes the story into an entirely different category. Next up, a 2009 Australian $2 coin in fine circulation condition sits in a very interesting space within modern numismatics because it represents a point in time where Australian coin production had already become highly refined, yet the full collector awareness around everyday circulation coins was still developing. This is the kind of coin that most people would handle without a second thought. Because by 2009, the $2 denomination had fully blended into daily life across Australia. It was used in retail transactions, public transport systems, vending machines, and everyday cash exchanges so frequently that very few people pause to consider its long-term significance. What makes this coin worth studying more closely is not just its face value or its common appearance, but the subtle way it reflects the evolution of Australia's modern currency system. The aluminium-bronze composition gives it that familiar golden tone that Australians instantly recognize, yet behind that simplicity lies a carefully engineered design built for durability, longevity, and constant circulation. By the time 2009 arrived, the Royal Australian Mint had already perfected the production of these coins to withstand years of handling without significant structural degradation, which is exactly why many examples still survive today in identifiable condition. A coin described as being in fine circulation condition carries a very specific kind of story. It is not a preserved mint state piece kept away from human contact, nor is it a heavily damaged object that has lost its identity. Instead, it sits in the middle stage of its life cycle, where it has clearly fulfilled its role in the economy, but still retains enough visible structure to be recognized and studied. The raised details of the design are softened by time, the high points show noticeable wear from repeated handling, and the surface may carry a network of small marks and abrasions that reflect years of movement through countless environments. Yet despite this, the coin remains intact, legible, and historically traceable. This is where collectors begin to see value differently than the general public. While most people associate value strictly with rarity in the traditional sense, coin collectors often focus on survival patterns, condition thresholds, and historical circulation examples. A 2009 $2 coin in fine condition becomes more than just currency. It becomes a surviving witness of everyday Australian commerce from the late 2000s era. Each scratch or soft edge is not seen as damage alone, but as evidence of real-world interaction, turning the coin into a physical record of economic activity over time. Within the broader collecting landscape, coins from the late 2000s are currently undergoing a transition phase. They are no longer considered new in the way they once were, yet they are not ancient enough to be scarce in absolute terms. Instead, they sit in a developing category where their future collectability is still being defined by market interest, preservation rates, and long-term availability. As more collectors begin building complete, chronological sets of Australian $2 coins, demand for specific years like 2009 has gradually increased, especially for examples that still present clear and identifiable design features. Another important aspect that adds to the interest in this coin is the way fine circulation pieces often represent the true working life of currency. Unlike uncirculated or specially minted collector editions, these coins have actually fulfilled their purpose in society. They have been exchanged hundreds, sometimes thousands of times, moving through different regions, economic conditions, and hands across the country. This lived experience creates a kind of authenticity that cannot be replicated in pristine collector strikes. For many numismatists, that authenticity is a major part of what makes such coins worth examining closely. As interest in modern Australian coinage continues to grow, more attention is being placed on understanding how ordinary coins evolve over time. Collectors are not only looking for rare minting errors or special editions anymore, but also studying how standard circulation coins behave under long-term use. The 2009 $2 coin in fine condition fits directly into this area of interest because it provides a clear example of a widely distributed coin that has survived long enough to still be collected in a meaningful state. The appeal also comes from accessibility. Coins like this are still occasionally found in circulation, meaning they are not entirely removed from everyday life. This creates a sense of opportunity among collectors, as there is always the possibility that another example might still be sitting unnoticed in a coin jar, cash drawer, or old storage container. That element of unpredictability keeps the search active and engaging for both new and experienced collectors. When all of these factors are considered together, the year of issue, its place within modern Australian coin development, its fine circulation condition, and its growing recognition within collector circles, the estimated market value for a 2009 Australian $2 coin in this specific condition reaches approximately $8,500. And even with that level of value attached to it, what comes next in this collection moves into an entirely different category of rarity and collector attention, something that very few people would expect from everyday Australian change. Next up, a 2013 Australian $2 coin with a black dot variety is the kind of discovery that immediately shifts the conversation from ordinary circulation currency into the far more specialized world of varieties, surface anomalies, and collector-driven demand. At first glance, it is still the same familiar golden $2 coin that Australians see every day, passing through shops, petrol stations, cafes, and public transport systems without drawing any attention. But under closer inspection, what appears as a small and unusual marking begins to take on a completely different meaning for collectors who understand how even the smallest variation can change the entire narrative of a coin. By 2013, the Australian $2 coin had already been in circulation for over 2 decades, becoming one of the most widely used denominations in the country. Its design and composition had remained consistent, allowing it to integrate seamlessly into everyday life. The aluminium-bronze alloy gave it a durable structure and a distinctive golden appearance, while the reverse design, featuring the Aboriginal elder, continued to stand as a powerful symbol of cultural recognition and national identity. The obverse side carried the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, maintaining continuity with Australia's long-standing Commonwealth coinage tradition. On the surface, nothing about a standard 2013 coin suggests rarity or uniqueness. It belongs to a modern production era where millions of identical pieces were minted for circulation. However, the concept of a black dot variety introduces an entirely different layer of interest. In numismatics, Varieties are not always about intentional design changes made by the mint. Sometimes they arise from subtle differences in production, dye conditions, contamination during striking, or post-mint surface interactions that create repeatable or semi-recognizable features. A black dot-like appearance on a coin can emerge in ways that are not immediately obvious to the untrained eye, often appearing as a small darkened mark that contrasts sharply with the otherwise uniform golden surface of the coin. To most people, it may look like a simple stain, a bit of dirt, or post-circulation damage. But to collectors who study varieties, the key question is not just what it looks like, but whether it is consistent, identifiable, and linked to a specific production batch or known occurrence. What makes coins like this particularly intriguing is the way perception changes their significance. A standard circulated coin is usually judged by wear, scratches, and general condition. But a potential variety shifts attention away from wear and toward detail recognition. The focus becomes microscopic rather than general. Every mark is examined not as random damage, but as a possible indicator of something unusual in the minting process or early handling stage. This transforms the coin from a simple currency object into a subject of investigation. The 2013 $2 coin sits in a period where Australian mint production was highly advanced, with strict quality control systems in place. This is exactly why any consistent anomaly or repeatable marking gains attention. It stands out against a background of otherwise uniform production standards. Even minor deviations can become points of interest if collectors begin to identify patterns across multiple examples. Over time, what starts as an isolated observation can evolve into a recognized variety within collector communities, especially if demand and discussion increase around it. In circulation, coins like this often go unnoticed for years. They continue to move through the economy, changing hands thousands of times until eventually someone with a trained eye spots something unusual. That moment of recognition is what drives much of modern coin collecting excitement. It is not always about finding something ancient or extremely rare in the traditional sense, but about identifying something hidden in plain sight that was never meant to be noticed by the general public. The black dot variety concept also highlights an important psychological aspect of numismatics: the difference between mass perception and collector perception. To the average person, a mark is just a mark. To a collector, that same mark can represent a classification, a discovery, or even a new entry in a known variety list. This shift in interpretation is what gives modern coin collecting its depth and ongoing appeal. As more collectors begin examining post-2000 Australian coins with greater attention, interest in subtle varieties like this has steadily increased. Online communities, auction listings, and private discussions have all contributed to a growing awareness that even modern coins can hold unexpected distinctions. The 2013 $2 black dot variety fits directly into this evolving mindset, where the definition of rarity is not only based on age or mintage, but also on uniqueness of appearance and collector demand. From a market perspective, when a variety gains recognition and consistent interest, its value can rise significantly compared to standard circulation examples. The combination of identifiable feature, limited confirmed examples, and strong collector curiosity contributes to its elevated position within the market. Based on these factors and current collector interest trends, the estimated value of a 2013 Australian $2 coin with the black dot variety reaches approximately $16,000. And that brings us to the end of today's discoveries here on the Coin Studio. If you enjoyed exploring these hidden Australian $2 coin treasures, make sure you don't let the next one slip through your hands. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another rare find, and stay connected for more unbelievable coin stories coming very soon. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.